Hey everyone, Tyson here, and I'm going to welcome you to a very special episode of the Maximum Lawyer Podcast. I want to start off today's episode with a quote from Howard Schultz, who is the man responsible for making Starbucks what it is today. In times of adversity and change, we really discover who we are and what we're made of. And these words really are resonating with me right now because, as some of you may have noticed, things are a bit different today. My longtime co-host and very good friend, Jim Hacking, is not with me. He has chosen to step away from the podcast and he's going to focus on his firm. So after almost 700 episodes together, it's the end of an era. And don't worry, Jim and I are still very good friends. We parted on very good terms. It's just something where Jim wanted to focus on his firm, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. He is going to be the first episode. He's going to be my first guest of the new format, which we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. So many things from Jim in the future, but I do want to take a moment to thank Jim for all of the incredible conversations we've had, the insights he shared with me, the camaraderie we've had together that we've shared over the years. As I said, we're still great friends, and I really do wish, Jim, I wish you all the best of luck in the future. But as Howard Schultz said, it's in these times of change that we discover who we truly are and what we're made of. And I'm incredibly excited about the future of Maximum Lawyer and the opportunity to continue helping our amazing community, all of the listeners to the show, all of the law firm owners out there, to really help them improve and grow their practices, because that's what we're here, and that's what we're here for, and that's what we're all about. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's one of those things where I might fail. I might fail. This whole thing might go up in smoke. And in 5 years, I will think back, oh my gosh, what was I thinking continuing with the podcast? But you know what? That's okay. Failure is okay. I don't plan to fail. The changes that we have coming up, I think everyone's going to love. And I'm going to talk about some of those. I'm going to tease some of them, not talk about everything, but I'm going to tease some of them and tell you the others that for sure we're going to do. But, it's something as law firm owners, even if we do fail, and I told Becca, listen, we might fail, but we're going to go out with a bang if we do. That's for sure. But as law firm owners, as you know, we fail all the time. We do. That's part of running a law firm. We make that bad hire. We buy that bad software. Maybe we've got a case that goes awry. It happens. But what we do is we get back up and we live to fight another day. That's how it works. And many of you probably know how much I love Brene Brown. I think Brene Brown is fantastic. She said, vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. And these words really, they remind me of the power we have as law firm owners, the courage it takes as law firm owners, and how we have to be vulnerable in what we do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep showing up for you. I'm committed to being here for you, here with you in the trenches, and we're going to embrace the unknown. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to keep pushing forward no matter what. That's how we're going to do it. And even though there is a risk of failure, we're going to keep pushing forward. And I think we're going to do pretty well. I think you're going to like what we have in store for you. Our mission has always been clear at Maximum Lawyer: to help law firm owners take their firms from 6 to 7 figures, to help law firm owners succeed, to help them build the practice that they want. That's what we're here for, and that's what we're committed to doing in the future. And I would say that we might even be more dedicated than ever to that mission. And so that's why I'm going to keep showing up every single day. And we plan to help as many law firm owners as humanly possible through the podcast, through the guild, through our in-person events. And we're going to be rolling out a whole host of new resources to members and to the Maximum Lawyer community over the next year. I will ask that you bear with me a little bit as we roll out some of these changes, because some of these things you're not going to have to pay for, some of the things you are going to have to pay for, but these are things that take time to do, but we are committed to doing them. So we'll be rolling out templates to people that they can have access to, guides, how-tos. We're really going to be focusing on high quality content. And as I told Becca, if it's not great, it's not going out. And this isn't one of those, you need to ship it, get it out the door kind of things. I'm not talking about that. We're not going to be delaying anything because it's not good enough, but we are going to be focusing on great content. We're going to be focusing on great things, that resources that you as a law firm owner can use in your practices on a very practical level. We're going to be really getting into a lot of the nitty gritty, the how-tos of how to run a successful law practice. We are also going to be shifting the format of the podcast. It's going to be longer format. It's going to be something that the episodes are going to be longer. We're going to be shifting to more in-person episodes. If it were completely up to me, I would probably be doing all in-person episodes, but logistically it is difficult to make them all. But we are going to be shifting to many more in-person episodes, as you will hear in the coming episodes. The next several are going to be in person, that I think you're going to get a better flavor. You're going to get to hear more about the stories of the law firm owners, of the guests. It is going to be, it's going to allow us to go a lot deeper with guests, because with the current format that we had, or I guess now I can say the former format, it is something that it did, because of time constraints, prevent us from really getting in to the details. And there are no time constraints on the future episodes. Some of these might be an hour, some of these might be 2 hours. If it's an interesting enough episode that I think that the listeners, you, will get something from, I'll go until we can't record any longer. There really is no time limit, and we're not going to put that constraint on us like we've had in the past. We're going to be focusing a lot on the stories of the law firm owners, but we're also going to be focusing on actual experts in areas that we think will benefit you, the listener, and our guild members. We're going to be focusing a lot on that, where having people on that are really going to be able to help you. From a schedule standpoint, the Tuesday episodes are going to stay the same. They're going to come out on Tuesdays. The format, as I said, is going to change. These will be the longer, long form episodes. I'm getting rid of the tips of the week, but don't worry. Those are going to be the Saturday episodes. But what's really cool, so those are going to be the Tyson's tip of the week. We're going to have tips, but it's going to allow me to go more in depth with the tips and give you more strategies, how you can maybe use some of the tips. It's going to, as opposed to me just kind of giving you a tip, a really quick soundbite at the end for you to go look into on your own and see if it works for you. You're going to be able to get a lot more from it, because I'm going to be able to break it down a lot more for you. And that's why we're going to shift to that format. So don't worry, the tip of the week is not going away. It's just going to be more beneficial to you. You're going to get more out of it, I think. So we're going to be something we're going to be doing right away. So you don't have to worry about waiting on those. Those are going to start happening from the get-go. And then there is another live component that this is one where I will tease. I'm going to tease a little live element that you're going to get more of me. But that's all I'm going to give you when it comes to that. So that's one of those teasers I'm going to give you. Also, that's not all. Wait, there's more. We do have some really big announcements coming up. some things that are really, I think you're going to be really excited about. And I really wanted to announce them during this episode. I think if I did, Becca might have a stroke and or kill me. And so to avoid doing that, I'm not going to announce all of them. Just know that I'm going to announce some of the things right now, but some of the other things I'm not going to. I'm going to tell you something we've already mentioned first. We've already got the next 8 guild masterminds, which after a certain period, they are open to everyone now. So we release the tickets first to the guild, and then anything left over, non-guild members can go. And for next year, it's going to be Scottsdale, Honolulu, Nashville, and New York. Those are the 4. So keep those on your calendar, and we'll make sure we release those with the show notes so you know when those will be. Here's one of the new things I'm telling you about is I am very thrilled to announce that we are releasing a book, and it's going to be coming out very soon. So keep an eye out for that. I have a working title that we're vetting. So I think this is going to be the final title, but I don't want to mention it yet until it's final. So just know that is coming. That book will be released this month. All right. So by me saying that, I am also I'm painting myself in a corner that I've got to make sure that some things have to get done. But just know that is happening, and it's I can tell you I'm very excited about it. From what I've written, I don't think there's anything else that exists like it. At least I've not found it. And I think that it's going to be something that is really going to benefit law firm owners. You're going to get a lot from it. I'm giving you absolutely as much value as I possibly can from this book. So I hope that you will, when it's released, hopefully you will get it and you'll enjoy it. But that is really exciting. What's one of the new things I want to tell you about? We're going to be doing more of the events. We're going to have a lot of incredible opportunities to connect, to learn, and to grow alongside fellow law firm owners. There is another big announcement that I've not talked about yet, and that's going to come out in a future episode. We will release that. Just know that is coming. There's a big one that we are extremely excited about. I think you'll be very excited about too, but I'm going to hold off on that announcement until a future episode. So I'm not going to do that until I have the green light from Becca, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Before I wrap, I do want to leave you with another quote, and it's by Pablo Neruda. You can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. And what this quote, it highlights the inevitability of change and renewal. And so no matter what challenges we face, new opportunities will always arise. Change is something that is inevitable. It is going to happen. And I'm very excited about the future. Obviously, I'm sad to see Jim go. I love Jim. He's a great friend of mine. We will always be friends. It's something that he is doing what is best for him, and that is that I wish him from the bottom of my heart all the success in the world. But I will also tell you, I am extremely excited about what we have in store for Maximum Lawyer. I am so happy about some of the things we're going to be doing, and I think that you are going to as well. Beck and I have been really working late nights, early mornings, almost around the clock to get some of these things updated and done. But we have a lot of cool things in store. But I want to thank you for being a part of this journey, and hopefully you'll stick with me. I'm hoping that you'll keep listening. For those of you that are new listeners, I hope that you will stick around, because what we have in store is going to be amazing, but it wouldn't be possible without you. Your support, it really means the world to me. I'm excited about this journey. I'm extremely excited about this new chapter. And I can't wait to continue helping you grow your law firms as I continue to grow my law firm right next to you. It's a really exciting time for all of us. And so I hope you'll stick with me. I hope you'll keep listening. I hope you'll keep supporting the podcast, and keep growing with me. I think it's going to be a really exciting time over the next few months. And remember, though, in times of change, and that quote with Howard Schultz, there's no adversity with this. It's just change. But just remember, in times of change, this is where we discover who we really are. And so that's what I'm going to be going through over the next months and years, is really discovering who I am. And I think that that's a really cool opportunity for Maximum Lawyer. It's opportunity for me as well. And so let's embrace this new season together. I'm very excited about it. So until next time, let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing forward. Let's embrace the change, and let's achieve the success that we want out of our law firms together. Thank you.